Hi, I'm not used to doing videos, but I feel like someone out there could use a message of encouragement today, so I'm just going to do it. So if you're watching this, this might be for you. It might be for several. It will probably be for several of you out there. But I use tarot cards as my preferred method to help channel information for people. I just see really clearly in the images and can tap into other people's energy and help them to see what I'm seeing. So we're going to do some tarot today. So give me just a second. Well, one of them just jumped right on out. So someone out there today, we've got, let me just show you, we have the Knight of Cups. Cups is about love, fulfillment, relationships. Someone out there has a guarded heart. It's in reverse today. What they're wanting you to understand is that, yes, we know you want to be in a relationship. We know that you want this fulfilling partnership to come your way. But you've protected your heart over these years because of past pain and past injury. So you don't let people get very close to you. You want this kind of a relationship. But when anything starts to feel too close for comfort, we have a tendency to snap or to bite or to do just these little things that wouldn't normally be noticeable to us, but to our partner it makes them feel more distant from us. So what we're wanting to let you know is that let's just take some time, let's take a step back from pursuing a relationship at this point, because you're undergoing a transformation here. You're in the process, and what we want you to understand is that when you are in a growth phase, you've recognized that your old self isn't something that you want to continue to live, but that you have some things that you want to do and things that you want to change. So moving into a new direction also moves you into a different space vibrationally. And when we move into that new space, then we can attract people from within that vibration. So what you're attracting to yourself in this space right now is people who are also still undergoing challenging times or difficulties, struggling through a relationship. So you might be attracting a vibrational match for yourself as you are now, but it probably won't last very long because you're going through changes and so are they. So we would encourage you to take this time to go inward, to just take your mind off of relationships for now, enjoy the friendships that you have, and do the work that you know is good for you, that you've already started. So let's just take a break from all of that. I feel like there are 3 messages in here for 3 people. Maybe all 3 apply to you, but this feels like a separate message. We have the Empress here, but the Empress is reversed. So what we're looking at right here is a difficulty moving forward into, it looks more like a place of independence, a place of possibly self-employment, maybe some idea that you've already put together that you want to do and you want to create for yourself, but we are on hold. Let me explain. This card is saying here that you're very equipped, that you have everything that you need. You are a nurturing person, so whatever this field is, see all of this, whatever this field is that you want to move into is some type of nurturing, some type of maybe counseling or therapeutic services or working with children or people who need care in some way. But they're saying that you're equipped, and this is something that was birthed from your intuition as a part of your new person. But look here, you're sitting on this pillar, this really hard, cold, uncomfortable stone pillar, when all you've got to do is get up and move forward. The reason we stay here is because it's familiar. even if we're not making the money we want to, or we're not enjoying the job that we have, we are familiar with it. We're comfortable with it. We've made the decision to be here, and it's scary to get up and move forward. But what they're wanting you to understand is that there's so much ahead. All of this wilderness, all of this unknown. It's so much better than sitting here in the black and white and gray, in this place of discomfort. So if this is you, they're saying put on your boots, get up, and take one step forward. Like, even if you're not ready to just quit the job today and jump into it full time, take a step towards it, whatever that next step is. Just go ahead and take that next step. Be proud of yourself for taking that step, and trust that the next steps are going to come along when it's time. So we do have one more, which is also in the reverse. We got a lot of you guys like paused right now out there. So this one is the Ace of Swords. What we're wanting to talk about with this card is, let me make sure I'm getting really clear messages here. This is a very guarded, very protected. Okay, we're talking about childhood trauma here. This is an undeveloped being who has a womanly body but does not feel like a woman. Oh my dear, we're stuck in some childhood trauma here. It's gonna get me all whoo. So because of this childhood trauma, we deprive ourselves of success. We deprive ourselves of any close relationships, really. This isn't just like partnership relationships, it's friendship relationships. It's very guarded, and you come off as pardon, but the word I'm getting is kind of a bitch. The word I'm getting is because of these vines right here, these thorny vines. That's what people see you as, is like prickly and cold, but it's because of the work that needs to still be done on the inside. So for whoever this is resonating with, what we want you to understand is that you are not the story of who you used to be. That's not who you are. But when you keep telling that story to yourself, and you keep looking at that in the mirror, and you keep thinking that, we hold ourselves in that place. And we have a difficult time moving forward. So we know that this is hard, and we know that it could take some time. But here's what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to write down the things that you want to be. The ways that you imagine yourself being, the ways that you imagine yourself being in your work life, in your friendships, in a relationship, even motherhood here. The way you imagine yourself being, what you want. And we're asking you to spend time to set aside, even if it's just 5 minutes in the beginning, but to set aside some time. Pick a song that makes you feel inspired and joyful. And imagine yourself as this person. Imagine yourself as what you want to look like and what kind of clothes you want to wear. Starting with the basics, how you want to feel in your body, how you want to interact when you go to work, how you want the drive to feel. Maybe it's that you want to listen to more music, or you want to be one of those people who listen to audiobooks all the time. Maybe that's who you want to be. And imagine that when you get to work, that it's a space where you feel safe, and you feel comfortable and happy and productive, and you're proud of yourself. Whatever it is that you want to feel in that arena. And then when you come home, what it is you're doing when you come home. Maybe you're cooking a meal you've always wanted to try. Or maybe you're spending time with your kids and having fun, playing games, whatever it might be. But we're asking that if you can take this time for yourself and be in this space of creation, you're going to open yourself up to new avenues. And yes, these avenues do require self-work. So things will show up for you that need to be looked at. They need to be examined. And you may need someone who is trained to help examine these things with you. But we know that you're capable of doing this, and we know that it's the life that you want, and we know that you don't want to continue living the way that you've been living. It's not that you want to necessarily exit the planet, but you don't want to keep living the way you've been living. So we're inviting you to take on this practice and see what changes for you and how quickly. But if you can hold on to that imagination, if you can hold on to the excitement and joy you feel when you are imagining yourself as this person, the world will start to open up for you. But you hang on to that feeling. You hang on to the feeling, you feel it multiple times throughout the day, and you give joy and gratitude for the feeling that you have when you're in this meditation. And maybe you need to stop more than once a day. Maybe you need to stop and think about what you want to create for yourself until you feel it. And when you feel it, you hold it inside and you say thank you. So that is my short reading for today. I know that this is for someone or several people out there. I'm glad that you found this. I hope that it helps you to find peace. And if you have any questions, just reach out. Hope you have a good day.